Hi guys, in today's video we are going to talk about the 7 reasons why pursuing the qualification of CA by the ICAI is the best choice you can make if you wish to enter the field of finance and accounts. So guys, before I get into it, if this is the first time you're coming on this channel, then please subscribe. A lot of you all do know that at Zell we train candidates in a lot of CA equivalent qualifications such as ACCA, CFA, CPA, CMA and IFRS. For any other information on these courses, please do go through our channel. We've made multiple videos that have helped so many of you guys make career decisions. And if there's anything else you'd like us to specifically make a video on, please leave it below in the comments. Let's get started. So the number one reason is the most obvious reason. CA or our Indian Chartered Accountancy is considered as in India, of course, the number one qualification in the field of finance and accounts, and even across the globe. It is known for the vastness of the knowledge that somebody who's cleared Chartered Accountancy will possess. So if you ever have to tell somebody that you are a qualified individual who has the ability to tackle any problem in the field of accounting or finance or consulting and so on and so forth, the minute you say you're a chartered accountant from India, it already is assumed true. In fact, I think our Indian CA is considered as probably one of the most difficult exams in the world to clear, and that is known across the globe. So that advantage is the biggest that you will have, being recognized for the true value of the qualification, a fully qualified FNA professional. Reason number 2, it's one of the easiest qualifications to get started with. Most of us in India post 10th, have to choose between science, commerce and arts. Most of the people who take up CA after 12th are already in commerce. If you're in the field of commerce and you are self-motivated to study something, right? It's either CA or it's MBA, and in the middle there are a lot of other options, but most people choose one of these as the starting point. Now once you choose CA, you might then say, okay, but not CA, I want to do CFA, I want to do ACCA, ACCA, etc. But you will think about CA because in commerce, finance and accounts is one of the broader genres. So that's how you make a decision. Now, if you decide I want to get into the field of finance or accounts, or in your 11th and 12th you enjoyed basics of accounts, or you're good with numbers, many reasons to say that, okay, fine, I will naturally gravitate towards CA. And to get started with CA, it's actually quite easy. There are no eligibility criteria, there are no prerequisites that you've had to have completed accounts in your 12th with these many marks or so on and so forth. So most people can quite easily begin CA, and that's a huge advantage because a lot of people can't decide the end goal when they start. So as long as the first step is easy, they can actually jump into it and then have a very successful career because it was easy to start with this kind of a course. Benefit number 3, with CA, you can either decide that, okay, you want to climb the corporate ladder by working in almost any company. So if I'll split any of the working aspect into either consulting will be essentially companies like the Big Four, KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, EY, GT, BDO, where it's filled with CAs, and they have many clients who they consult. Now, whether the consulting is actually for business advice, finance and accounting advice, for auditing purposes, that's irrelevant. But you work where you have multiple clients, or you work in what they call the industry, where you take one company, right? Let's take a global shipping company like Maersk, which hires over 2,000 finance and accounting professionals in their India office. You can work in a company like Maersk, you can work in a company like Zell. You can work in Zomato, you can work in Amazon. Every company requires people who are qualified chartered accountants. So whether you want to climb up the ladder through the consulting route or you want to climb up the ladder in an industry specific company, all options are open. You can also actually join a CA firm, or more importantly, you can start a CA firm, because in India, the only statutory authority which allows you to sign, which gives you something what we call signing authority or the ability to practice, all these terms mean only one thing. Every single balance sheet in India requires a signature of only a chartered accountant. So if you are a chartered accountant, you can start your own CA firm, get a lot of clients and offer them these services that I can either do your accounts, I can either do your audit, I can help you with various things, because your signature will have a lot of value. So whether it is the corporate world or starting your own CA firm, all options open up for you. Benefit number 4, you can get into your own world of business or startups. I have friends who were with me in PwC, and one of them has started a bike company, which is now pivoted into electrical two-wheelers, and he is doing fantastic. He's a qualified chartered who worked first in a normal articleship firm, then worked with me in PwC for a couple of years, and he's now having a really strong funded startup which is almost pan-India, So once you have an understanding of finance and accounts, which is the backbone of any company which you want to start, your ability to understand business models, internal controls, along with your normal finance and accounts, all of this is taught by CA. Benefit number 5, travel overseas. A lot of chartered accountants, again, which we are aware about. My immediate manager, who was my senior in PwC, is now working in Singapore, and the one above him is working in KPMG Australia. My partner himself is now working in Bangalore with Amazon. So the amount of opportunities, whether you want to stay in India, go overseas, whether you have 3 years experience in India and then you travel overseas, or you have 10 years I just recently spoke to somebody from Morgan Stanley, who is an Indian chartered accountant and now has been in Hong Kong for the last 8 years. So the opportunity to figure out your way forward after completing CA when it comes to geography, the spread is literally unlimited when it comes to the planet. Benefit number 6, it is a base to any other qualification. Whether you decide you want to pursue MBA and specialize in business, or you want to do MBA and specialize further in finance, or you want to pick up ACCA or CFA or CPA, or you want to just completely divert and get into tech or marketing, all of these options are open, where CA plays the most convenient base of knowledge, because a chartered accountant learns genuinely not just about accounts and finance, but a lot about different business models, different industries, different ways of running businesses. The understanding of things such as marketing might not come naturally to a finance and accounting person, but if you are a chartered accountant who has a little creative side, using your creative instinct and adding it to your knowledge base of finance can really make you an unstoppable marketer. Similarly with tech, right? Tech and programming is all about logic. If you've cleared chartered accountancy in the right way, which is essentially that you've not rote learned or you've not just passed for the sake of it, there is a genuine understanding of the concepts, which I know a lot of really smart people, of course they have it. You can become a killer in tech as well. So it's a really powerful base, so which gives you the comfort saying that, look, if I don't do anything, then also it's enough. But if I want to pursue something, it's going to become much easier because you have already completed your chartered accountancy. And lastly, benefit number 7, the respect and security that CAs provide in India is unparalleled. There is no chance that somebody who has completed CA would either be out of a job or incapable of getting a new job, or having a big goal, an audacious dream, and not being able to run behind it. If ever there is a situation, God forbid, another pandemic or anything like that, having a CA qualification gives you comfort that nothing else, this qualification is strong enough to make sure that you always have the ability to not go down to zero, start back from wherever you'd like and move ahead in your career. So take CA with, if you are a chartered already, go ahead with a lot of pride, with a lot of expected respect. It is earned. It's not easy to clear this exam and it's not easy to make a career, but chartered accountants generally land up achieving their dreams. So with that said, I hope that many of you all who might have not thought of the benefits in this manner, you all can see more to it than just the passing rate or just the duration of CA, which is extremely long and tedious, or the passing rate being very low. I know a lot of people are daunted by looking at peers and cousins and older siblings and friends who have failed CA and are discouraging you from doing it. At the end of the day, it's to each his own. There are also a lot of people who do clear in the first go. There are a lot of people who struggle and do clear and have a successful career. So also understand your liking, and if at any point you're still confused, feel free, reach out to us. We'll put the number below. We'll definitely be able to help you in some way or the other to help you make your career decision.